So, you've just started your KDP business and, well, you're not the best at designing and you don't really know the best niches to be getting into and, well, you don't want to be spending money on software such as Adobe Illustrator and interiors and that sort of thing. You want to only be using free resources that are given to you out there. Well, this is the perfect video for you because in this video I'm going to be showing you guys the top niches which are perfect for beginners and to start and grow your KDP business. And well, in today's video I'm going to give you a full walkthrough of how I create my books and just the way I started and built my business at first. So you're not going to want to miss this one, and before we get into anything, can I just ask you guys to hit that like and subscribe button, as it would be greatly appreciated and doesn't take you half a second to do. Now really, finding the perfect niche at first, finding the right niches for you at first can be quite a difficult task. I've talked a lot about the colouring niches and learning book niches and sort of like word search niches and all sorts of different things like that, which can be quite overwhelming for someone that's just starting out how to create all these interiors. And the softwares I've been using stuff like Adobe Illustrator and that sort of thing, which for a lot of people isn't accessible, it's very expensive. And well, you want to be starting this business just using free stuff because you don't want to be spending money into stuff which you don't think will sell, basically. And well, that's exactly what I thought at first. I didn't know the right niche to be getting into, I wasn't familiar with the keyword research, and I just wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want to spend too much time on creating these books knowing that maybe they wouldn't sell, and well, especially with colouring books and that sort of thing, they can take some time to create. But I'm going to show you guys 4 niches which are great to be getting into as a beginner, as the interiors are very easy to make and the covers are also very simple to make. And like I said, this is exactly what I did at the beginning and how to build my business, and really I'm still doing it now. It's still a great thing to be getting into, just creating these sort of simple books because they do sell. Now, like I said, there is 4 main niches, and the first one is a lined notebook. Now, these are honestly great, and this is exactly what I did at first. Lined notebooks were what I used for my first creation of books, and yes, I did make a lot of money out of them. And what you want to do is, you don't want to be creating just a lined notebook and using basic keywords, just line notebook in the title, because they won't sell. As you can see, there's 4,000 results, which actually isn't too bad, but they won't sell. What you want to be doing is finding quotes and finding funny quotes which can be bought for all different types of people. So that could be a lined notebook for mum, a lined notebook for dad, a funny lined notebook for brother, sister, or even pets, that sort of thing. Pets are a brilliant one to be creating quotes about and creating lined notebooks about. And then the second one is a sketch paper notebook, which again, you follow the same process, just finding a funny quote, like I said, for something like mum, dad, brother, all that sort of thing, and just using this interior, putting it inside with just on the cover with that funny quote. And again, for the same with graph paper. Graph paper is also a good one where you can add a funny quote, because people are always trying to find unique books with different interiors, such as the lined interiors, the sketchbook interiors, and the graph paper interiors. And yet, really, this is perfect for the beginners. Just downloading these interiors, I will show you some places to download these interiors, not spending any time and just creating these funny quotes on the front of your books. That is really just the way I'd go about it, as building your business as a beginner. And the fourth one is a slightly different one, and that is a comic book notebook. And well, these are just great. I'll create a video on the comic book niche, which I will leave a link to up there. I mean, as you can see already, the bestsellers rank for these are 17,000, 76,000, 1,000, and well, there's only 2,000 results, which is still a bit high. But again, like I said, you can niche down on that sort of thing, because I'm sure if you put in comic book notebook for kids, will that niche it down a bit? Yeah, so that's got it to that 1,000 results, which is brilliant. And you look at the bestsellers ranked for these books and it is phenomenal. If you can get a book, create these, and these are very simple to create. You don't need any special softwares to be doing that, and I will show you again where you can download them for free. So the 4 niches are lined notebooks, sketchbook notebook, graph paper notebook, and comic book notebook. So those are the 4 niches I would say you have to be getting into as a beginner. And well, now let's move on to the process of creating them and how to create them. Let's just get straight to it. So what I do, I go to a website called Pinterest. Now again, talked so much about it, and Honestly, it's a great website for coming up with ideas for all sorts of things. I even like to use it for looking up desk setups and that sort of thing to get a nice room and that. And yeah, Pinterest is just really great for getting ideas for all sorts of things. Now, for this video, let's mix it up a bit, because before we've gone for like funny pet quotes, and now let's go for like a school quote, a teacher quote. So let's put in funny teacher quotes. Okay, so we've put that in, and like I said, Pinterest will just give you loads of ideas and different quotes you could be using, and these are all perfect for putting on the front cover of your notebook. And then obviously you can use whatever kind of interior you want, like you could put a lined interior in the book, or a sketchbook interior, or a graph paper interior, all that sort of thing. So what I do, my process is I just go through these, and the ones that I think would look good on a notebook, well, I'll add them to a folder. So what's this? May your coffee be strong and your students be calm. It's possible. I'm just going to click save. I teach tiny humans, you can't scare me. Again, save. All these are brilliant. Even something like that. Let's eat kids. Let's eat kids. Punctuation saves lives. Again, it's funny. It's witty. That sort of thing people love on the front of a notebook. And then once I found a bunch of different quotes, I'll then go to my folder, which if I click up here, should be, book ideas there. And as you can see, you can steal all my different ideas I had for notebooks and that sort of thing. And yeah, I'll just, from these three, which one is my favourite? May your coffee be strong and your students be calm. I teach tiny humans, you can't scare me. Let's eat kids. I like this one. I teach tiny humans, you can't scare me. So yeah, what I then do is I will remember that quote and keep that in my book ideas folder, and then I'll go over to a free website called Canva. Now Canva is great. It's a really, really simple website, and there's many free ones out there, but Canva is just a really, really basic one. If you're not too familiar with designer softwares and that sort of thing, well, Canva could be the one for you, because for starting off, it's brilliant with just getting to know basic design work and that sort of thing. And yeah, all you've got to do, create an account and then click create a design. Now, once you click that, you're then going to want to click custom dimensions, and then you're going to want to put in your dimensions. And this is where you guys may be struggling with, well, where do I find the dimensions for all my books, for my notebooks? Now, there is many different places you can find the dimensions for your books. And firstly, you've got the KDP website itself, the Kindle Direct Publishing. If you just type in KDP Amazon cover templates, this will come up, and yeah, it tells you how to use your template. So it says open the PDF or PNG file for your paperback book covering template in your image editing software. So this will actually just download a cover template. It won't necessarily give you the dimensions. So this isn't as important for us, but just as an example, here you go. So you just type in your trim size, 6 by 9 inches, page count 120, page paper color white, and then you just click download cover template, and it will download a cover template which you can then drag on top of your file. But with Canva, we're not going to be doing that, so yeah, that website's not as important. Now, the second one is a software I pay for, but it's not made for finding the dimensions of your cover or interiors or that sort of thing. It's just a website I'm just going to be using to show you the cover size. So, when you're creating a 6 by 9 inch book with bleed, pages 120 and paper type white, the dimensions would be 12.52 inches by 9.25. So yeah, maybe get our notebook now and just write that down so you don't forget. I have a notebook of just the dimensions written down for each book, just so I can quickly refer back to them when I'm creating my books. And yeah, if you want just a free software to find the dimensions, I'll leave bookowl.com in the description below. And all you've got to do is go, so if we start at home and then click free resources, go over to that, come down to here, KDP cover size calculator, click 6 by 9, page count 120, and then calculate cover size. Well, it'll give you the dimensions right there, and again, 12.52 by 9.25 inches. And then also with Bookout, you can also get the cover template emailed to you, and they'll just send it straight to your email, and you can download it. And then if you're using a software like Adobe Illustrator, you can drag that file on top, so you have like dimensions to work with and that sort of thing. But once again, with Canva, it's not important. All we need to know is that 12.52 by 9.25 inches. So we're back into Canva. And now what I'm going to do is type in that 12.52 by 9.25 inches. Create new design. And now once you've got your 12.52 by 9.25 0.25 inches up. All you're going to want to do is, well, for this video, I'm going to create the background black. And now once it's black, yeah, that's looking how I want it to look. And now, because we don't have that cover template, which I showed you that you could download, and with Canva, yes, you could just drag it on top like that, but you can, in Canva, get this thing. If you go to Elements, then Grids, click on that, it will give you sort of like a template to work with, because that will center the line down the middle, which is where, well, your middle of the book would be. So you don't want to be hitting that with your text, because obviously that's the spine of the book and you don't want to be going over the spine of the book, otherwise Amazon won't accept it at all. And now all you've got to do is then click on here, transparency, decrease it a bit, because we don't want to have that there. We just want to be able to get a visible outline of what we got to do. And then once we've done that, then we're going to want to create our text. And well, I'm just going to go back to Pinterest to remember the quote. So it's, "I teach tiny humans, you can't scare me." And now all I've got to do is, well, they have many free ones you can use here. And well, I'm just going to find one that I think looks interesting to me. I like the look of this one actually. So if I just delete that and then put "I teach" and then tiny humans, oh, you can't scare me. There we have it. And then you could change around the text how you want. You could change some of the wording to a different sort of text, make it a bit fancier, but to be honest, I'm not going to do any of that. I quite like the simplicity as it is now. And then yeah, all you've got to do is remove that background. So just highlight it, click delete, and there you have it. There is the text. Now I'm just going to check again to make sure it's all centered properly. So that looks good to me. So yeah, just delete that. And then what I would normally do is I'll just put like a small graphic at the bottom to make it pop a bit, make it look a bit more interesting. You can go to places like vecteasy.com and that sort of thing, and you can get graphics from there to then put on the front of your notebook. But for just an example, because it's just going to be a basic example for this video, we're not going to be doing any of that. And then yeah, once you've created your cover like that, all you've got to do is go download and then change it to PDF standard, because when you upload on Amazon they want a PDF, and then just click download and it should go to your downloads folder. And yes it has. So now we've got the cover. Okay, we've got that all sorted. I've shown you how to create that. Now let's move on to the interiors. Where can you get these interiors from? Now, to start off with, I'm going to show you a good store, which is my Gumroad store. And in my Gumroad store you can download a lined paper and 3 different comic book interiors for free. Don't have to pay anything. If you want, you can make a small donation, but you don't have to do any of that. And well, if you want to know how to download it, you can just go click on this basket here. It will show you like that, then name a fair price. So if I was you, I'd go $100. No, I'm joking. So just go $0, don't have to pay a single penny, click add to cart, then go checkout, get, and then view content like that. And then the PDF one, so you're going to be wanting to download the PDF, you want to just go straight to Amazon, just click download and it will download the PDF to your downloads folder. So that is just one way of getting a lined paper, very, very simple. And then sketch papers, well, that's just a blank page. I'm sure you guys know how to create a blank page. And with the graph paper, again, you can create that. I don't think I'm selling any of those, unfortunately. There's many, many websites out there where you can download these interiors for free. If you want a video on where to get the best interiors for your books, leave a comment down below. I'll be interested to see if you guys are interested in knowing that sort of thing. And yeah, so for this video, as an example, we're just going to be using a lined page. And then, well, the final step is just coming to upload it on Amazon. So I'm going to go to KDP. I'm just going to quickly sign in. And as you can see, we are signed in. This is my Kindle Direct Publishing website. Then you're going to want to click paperback and boom. This is where this video is going to end, because I'm going to make a part 2 to this video where I will show you guys my process of uploading your KDP book and the keyword research I would use for a book like this and the best book title and subtitle. So yeah, you're not going to want to miss that one. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button again and keep that post notifications on so you don't miss when I upload that video. Because, well, you've watched the first part now. I'm sure you guys, as a beginner, will want to know how to upload your book itself and the process again that I follow. So thank you guys for watching, and well, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, if you have any questions for me, make sure you leave them down in the comments below, because I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And well, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.